What's up everybody, Goldhead here, bringing you strategies for Buttercup on Collect the Cells game type. These are the mods I like to use for cells, and this will be part 2 of rolling with Buttercup, so make sure you go check out part 1, and let's get right into it. This first cell game I'm going to be running 2 support and a Mabe combo, so once the cells spawn I like to head over to the side with more cells, and the whole team's just going to stay packed up. Now I'm going to be checking if one of the opponents pushes to those cells too without the support of their team. So we're going to take that overextender with your team, but not solo. And now we can all just group up on the drop.
Canton points activating in 10 seconds.
The opponents are running a Zero Miko combo, so I want to target Zero at the beginning of the engagement and he'll start backing off the group fight. So now I want to focus Miko and listen for any callouts on the opponent's DPS, Kulub, and Mabe are fighting, and just jump on that DPS while Miko and Zero group up. And now back on Miko to push them back. Now that they're gone, I'm going to focus on their second DPS. Do a little pretend. Miko will pop out. We can just take advantage of that. And we're just going to push them back out again. And he walled up. So I'm just going to drop an oil spill. Go back and fight those DPSs. Mop that up and go back to the healers. And now do a deposit. Gonna get hit, but it's still worth the plan. And now we can move on to more cells. And now we have a DPS that changed out. Just gonna go for Damon as he overextended. I like to use my basic attack, and after Damon starts to see that he's gonna lose, I like to yank him back in. So that's when I would use my yank. And after the yank, use swinging blades. So now I'm just gonna go for the support again.
I got you.
And now we're gonna collect some cells and just keep an eye on that Zero Cool, see what he does. He usually likes to jump up high, get the high grounds, and once he does, we're just gonna exploit that, get a yank.
Collection phase complete.
And now go back to the group fight.
Canton points activating in 10 seconds.
Group back up.
Canton points activated.
And now that they switched to a tank, I'm gonna hit Zero, let him run off, and then focus on their tank. And then back to Zero. Now that he thinks I'm gonna do a tank fight, he's gonna come back. And we can just mess with him a little bit. Go around it real quick, just like that.
Go!
Hand in points deactivated. Power cell spawn.
My turbo is charged.
Collection phase complete.
Gonna group back up at main deposit.
Hand in points activating in 10 seconds. Hand in points activated.
And I'm just gonna focus that zero again. He's gonna want to stay up top. But if he does block you off, don't chase him anymore. Just go focus on a DPS or a tank until he comes back. Now I'm gonna focus on Damon. And we can just go all out since they're clustered up. Get that quick deposit.
Power cell spawning in 10 seconds.
This is going to be entering an engagement on cells. Just helping up a group up. And we can just target Miko. Now that I have the cells for the win, I'm gonna make it look like I'm gonna get deposit on C. Now I'm just gonna flip back around and go to B. A lot of players focus on the tank, thinking that's where it's gonna deposit, and we're just gonna exploit that. Second cells game, just gonna focus on the heavier side of the cells, like we did before. Now we're gonna regroup back up with the team.
Collection phase complete.
And they're probably already watching the tank for their healer, so I'm just gonna hit up a DPS real quick, and drop down, focus on their healer.
Hand in points activated in 10 seconds.
In this case, it's just a Miko, so we're just gonna target her heavy. And now we can just go back to the healer, try to help him out. regroup on the next plant. And we're just going to focus on that Miko again. Hit a Bastardo up, their tank, so their Miko has to come back, and then just come right back at her. It's all about exploiting the opponent's call out.
My turbo is charged.
Now we'll go back for a DPS.
Come here, sugar.
Do a little fake plant and go back for the DPS. In this case, it's going to be a tank. And now we can just focus on the healer again. It's going to be a Miko still. Now they switched to double heals. They got a 0 cool now. I'm just going to target him heavy. And they're just going to triple team me, so I'm going to give a call out. But focus on 0. Pull back a little bit to them. And now your teammates can help you out. Usually pushes everybody back off. And you can just focus back for the healer. But since we target 0 first, we're going to go for Miko. And now we can go for 0. And we still have a yank, so we're just going to use that past the wall. Good range on the yank. We'll get you that. And we're just going to get these power buffs.
Collection phase complete.
Regroup. And since we have the power buff, we're going to go straight in for 0.
Voice activating in 10 seconds. Voice activated.
And now we can focus on DPSs. And now just some objective, and we're going to show you some engagements. They only have one support, so I'm going to be focusing on him pretty hard. It's going to be a 0. Just going to wait for I get a good lock. Now we're going to take that. And we're just going to focus that with the DPS. After that, we can focus on their tank. And now the DPS. Now they're running a cooldown, so I'm just going to target him first with my DPS.
You want a piece of me? Come here, sugar.
And now we can just pick on whoever's weak.
Back here.
And since we're dropping teammates, we're just going to do a pullout.
Objectives deactivated.
And just regroup. And now that we're regrouped, we're just going to go for the tank first. Healers think we're going straight for them. And now the healers think they're gonna have to do their job. And we can just exploit that again. Go for their 0. And once he moves off, we can just focus on the tank and bring him back in because he thinks he has to do his job. And now back on the tank. After that, I'm gonna run get point and come back to B. And we're just gonna wait on B for their regroup.
Objectives deactivated.
And we're just gonna straight charge for 0. And back on the tank when he does the runaway. It just helps you to change up your engagement styles.
Objectives activated.
Back here. Objective B, the disc. Light and die.
And that will conclude part 2 of my Rolling with Buttercup series. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe down below to stay up to date on all my bleeding edge strategy guides. Gold Head signing off.